Kablow, kaboom. Rest in peace, my grand.
Let me ask you something. When was the last time a single sentence, 8 words, stopped the entire internet in its tracks? Not a tweet from a world leader, not a breaking news alert, not a celebrity meltdown, just 8 words from an unknown rapper in a small town nobody has ever heard of.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.
And somehow, from those 8 words, one of the most fascinating cultural moments of 2026 was born. A song that went from zero to everywhere in less than 2 weeks. A song that got named Song of the Week by the New York Times. A song that made Khalifa stop midstream and start singing along. A song that an Academy Award nominated Hollywood actor memorized and quoted at SXSW.
There's something that's gone viral. Granny got killed with a bazooka. It's in my head. I can't.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
All with no label, no budget, no industry backing whatsoever. Oh, and this is the story of Miami XO and Bazooka, and it's a story about a lot more than a funny lyrics.
Know what you want me to do.
So before we get into the chaos, let's talk about the man, Miami XO, real name unknown to most. And despite the name, he is not from Miami. He is from Batesburg, South Carolina, a quiet town with a population of around 5,000 people. No major music scene, no industry connections, no pathway handed to him. He has been making music independently for 6 years. 6 years of grinding, uploading, building, without a single major label deal or a big cosign. His approach has always been the same, raw, unfiltered storytelling with an aggressive vocal delivery that cuts through everything around it. No polish, no pretense, just the music.
Oh, she done. What the fuck they hit her with?
He built a dedicated following across social media through consistent drops and viral clips, a reputation built entirely through the underground rap ecosystem. He was 26 years old when everything changed, and the change came in the most anticlimactic way possible. On December 29th, 2025, literally the second to last day of the year, he uploaded a track to SoundCloud. No announcement, no rollout, no marketing campaign, just a song, under 2 minutes long, produced by a fellow unknown named Slexley. He called it Bazooka. The cover art alone should have told the world what was coming. An AI-generated image of a dove flying peacefully through a clear blue sky, but with a grandmother's face photoshopped onto the bird's body, angel wings on the sides. The whole thing looked like it was made in 15 minutes, because it probably was. And that was entirely the point. The song itself is deceptively simple. Slexley's production is laid back, a melodic trap beat, smooth and almost peaceful, the kind of beat you might hear playing in the background at a chill house party. And then Miami XO comes in. He raps about his grandmother. He thinks about her every time he hits the hookah. He was in his room trying to teach his little sister something when he heard a boom, and it sounded like a missile. Rest in peace, Granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. And here's what makes it work. He does not play it for laughs. He does not smirk. He does not wink at the camera or let the audience in on the joke. He delivers every single word with the full emotional weight of a man who has actually processed genuine grief. That commitment, that absolute refusal to break character, is precisely what transforms it from a gimmick into something that hits differently. It is comedy that does not announce itself. It is absurdism that treats itself as completely real. And that gap between the content and the delivery is where all the humor lives. When he was later asked in a podcast interview what inspired the song, or what was going through his mind when he wrote it, his answer was perfect. He said, "I really didn't have any inspiration." Of course he didn't.
Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Some of the best art in history has been made by someone who just sat down and let whatever was inside them come out. This was that, unfiltered, uninspired by anything except the moment. Now, the song dropped on December 29th, and for the first few days, nothing much happened. On a few plays on SoundCloud, a few listens from his existing fan base, the internet was still digesting Christmas and looking ahead to New Year's Eve. Miami XO was just another underground rapper with another new track. Then January arrived, arrived, and everything changed. On January 2nd, 2026, 3 days into the new year, a TikToker by the name of @officialioteo posted a simple dance video to the song. No elaborate editing, no special effects, just a person dancing to Bazooka. Within 5 days, that one video had over 1 million views. The same day, the Instagram page 60 Seconds of Frap clipped the song and posted it. Over 33,000 likes in 5 days. Then the memes started. And once the memes start, there is no stopping anything. A TikToker named @I'mLot set the song over the Spider-Man scene from Sam Raimi's original film, the one where the Green Goblin blows up Aunt May's wall with an explosive device. That video got 107,000 views in less than a week. The song was too perfect for that clip. You understand why immediately. Then someone recreated the iconic Stranger Things moment, the one where the characters are desperately trying to save their friend by playing her favorite song through headphones. In the original scene, the song is Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. In the meme version, they replaced it with Bazooka. The internet understood the assignment. And then someone posted a driving POV video, we speeding down a highway, with the text on screen reading, how we're driving all 2026 ever since they took Granny from us with a bazooka. That reel pulled in over 152,000 likes on Instagram alone. By January 6th, 1 week into the new year, ex-user @BillDifferent posted the lyric in full capital letters, "Rest in peace. My granny, she got hit by a bazooka." In the comments, they called it probably the first good song of 2026. That tweet received over 23,000 likes in a single day. Not from a major account, not from a celebrity, from someone who simply could not get the song out of their head. The numbers in that first week alone were staggering. 281,000 plays on SoundCloud, 5.3 million views on Miami XO's own TikTok account, where he goes by @Twangyang. For a completely independent artist from a town of 5,000 people in South Carolina, those are not just numbers, that is a rocket ship. And then the big names arrive.
Badass bitches, badass bitches. I need them. Badass bitches.
I need some bad hoes.
Wiz Khalifa, one of the most recognizable names in hip-hop for the past decade, and they got on Twitch and started singing it. Just like that, no promo, no setup. The song was in his head and it came out. Then came the moment that no one predicted. Academy Award nominated actor William H. Macy, best known for his role on Shameless, was at SXSW with his daughter Sophia Macy, and he could not stop talking about the song. He turned to her and said,
But no, she got killed by a bazooka. I think about her in the kitchen when I used.
His daughter, confused, asked if it was grandma got run over by a reindeer. He said close, but no. She got killed by a bazooka. I think about her in the kitchen when I use the hookah. William H. Macy singing Bazooka at SXSW. The internet lost its mind. And then the highest honor of all, the New York Times, one of the most respected publications in the world, named Bazooka their Song of the Week for the week of February 17th through February 24th, 2026. Writer John Caramanica described it as one of the most durable meme songs of the year, noting the contrast between the song's calm, melodic production and its darkly hilarious lyrics. A song with no label, no budget music video, no PR campaign. Song of the Week in the New York Times. Let that sink in. Miami XO, for his part, responded the way any reasonable person would. He posted a video from his car, a TRX, with a prop bazooka laid across the back seats. He added a note in the title, FBI, it's a prop. And then he looked at the camera and said, all right, I made the song. I'm Miami XO. Like, that's me. He also issued a warning to anyone who wasn't tagging him in their bazooka content. He said he had a list of names, and he was considering using his real bazooka on them. For the record, it was still a prop. Probably. Now, here's where the story gets bigger than just a funny song, because Bazooka did not go viral in a vacuum. It arrived at a very specific cultural moment, and it fit that moment perfectly. Cast your mind back to 2025. The year was defined in part by a content phenomenon called Italian Brainrot, AI-generated cartoon characters with names like Tralalero Tralala and Bombardino Crocodilo, just screaming absolute nonsense in fake Italian accents. No plot, no meaning. No deeper message, just pure, unfiltered chaos. And it became one of the most viral content movements of the entire year. It even spawned one of the most popular Roblox games of 2025, a game called Steal a Brainrot, where players competed to collect these absurd AI characters. The underlying principle of the whole movement was elegantly simple. The more disconnected from conventional meaning, the more memeable. The more memeable, the more viral. Logic had left the building. Chaos was king. Music was always going to follow. Art always follows culture. And Bazooka is the moment music finally caught up. It is being called the first genuine Brainrot anthem of 2026, a new kind of song that operates by a completely different set of rules. Not parody in the traditional sense, because parody requires a wink. Not comedy rap, because comedy rap acknowledges the joke. Bazooka is something else entirely. It is absurdism delivered with complete sincerity, and that sincerity is the engine that drives everything. Hot new hip-hop writer Alexander Cole put it perfectly when he called Bazooka a song that proves the aura of 2016 is still alive and well. That era of SoundCloud rap, where strange, unpolished, genuinely weird music could rise from nothing and take over everything if it connected with people in the right way. But there is also a tension worth noting, because at the exact same time Bazooka was exploding, another trend was gaining momentum online, something people were calling the Great Meme Reset of 2026. A viral TikTok movement where users were actively pushing back against AI-generated content and algorithmically manufactured humor, calling for a return to organic, human-made creativity with actual craft behind it. And here is the beautiful, complicated thing about Bazooka. It sits right at the intersection of both movements. It is human-made, completely organic, born in the mind of a 26-year-old from South Carolina with no label and no budget. But it is also genuinely absurdist, the spiritual heir of the Brainrot movement. Both camps could claim it, neither could fully contain it. That is what makes it culturally interesting beyond the laugh. Now, about Granny. Because the story was not finished, Miami XO released a follow-up track called Granny Lore, and in Granny Lore, the full picture emerges. It turns out, Granny was not entirely innocent in this situation. According to the expanded lore, she had previously killed a young child in a hit-and-run accident, and that child's cousin, a man of deep patience, strong conviction, and remarkable access to heavy military equipment, had spent years saving up, waiting, planning, and then one day, he acquired a bazooka, and Granny's debt to the universe was finally settled. Justice served, kaboom, kablow, kaboom. The internet processed Granny's full story with the reverence it deserved. 2 separate memorial services were held for her. Inside Roblox, players could attend the funeral. They could even earn a collectible in-game item, the Sympathy Flower Bazooka. Rest in peace, Granny. You lived fully. The ending was complicated. Miami XO also dropped a remix featuring Miles, a veteran of the meme rap world and something of an underground legend in the absurdist rap space. And a sequel track produced by Lil Spacey continued the extended Bazooka universe for the fans who needed more. On Spotify alone, the original track has surpassed 6 million streams. On YouTube, it has cleared 750,000 views, and those numbers continue to climb. For a song with no video budget beyond a group of friends holding up printout copies of the cover art, that is extraordinary. He has been making music for 6 years. 6 years of grinding independently in Batesburg, South Carolina, with no major cosigns and no industry pathway. And then one song, under 2 minutes, about a grandmother and a rocket-propelled explosive, changed everything. Fine, he will perform Bazooka live for the first time in Boone, North Carolina. Not Madison Square Garden, not a festival main stage, just a show in North Carolina. But given what this song has done in just a few months, you suspect that won't be the case for long. So what does all of this mean? What do we actually take away from the story of Bazooka? It means that in 2026, with all the algorithms and playlists and label infrastructure and social media strategy in the world, a 26-year-old from a town of 5,000 people can still make a song in his bedroom, upload it to SoundCloud on December 29th, and end up in the New York Times 6 weeks later. It means that the internet still has the ability to find things, real things, human things, unpolished, strange, committed, unfully realized things that nobody planned to go viral, that because the best things never do. It means that authenticity, raw, unfiltered, completely genuine authenticity, what still cuts through everything. All the manufactured content, all the carefully engineered rollouts, all the trend chasing and algorithm gaming. A man mourning his grandmother with full sincerity still breaks the internet. And maybe most importantly, it means that sometimes the best art asks nothing of you. It doesn't explain itself, it doesn't justify itself, it doesn't try to be anything other than exactly what it is. It just exists, completely committed to the bit, and it trusts you to find it. Miami XO didn't try to make a viral song, he made a song, and the rest of the world did what the rest of the world does when something is genuinely, inexplicably, undeniably real. They shared it with everyone they knew. Rest in peace, Granny. You deserve better, but the world needed this.